Welcome back. I'll be doing a new pour for you today. I'm just reusing a canvas that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So all I've done is retake the back to keep it clean, but I can pour straight over because I didn't put any varnish or anything on it, so no issue there. So let me show you my colours. This one is a brand new colour. It'll be the first time I use it. It's a marabou colour and it's called Metallic Petrol. So it's basically an iridescent blue. It's got a bit of goldish kind of shimmery effect, so that's quite good. I mixed that 1.5 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. I started 1:1, but actually I needed to add a bit of medium, so it's nice and thick. So there's that one. This one is a gold colour. I mixed that 1:1 with my pouring medium. It is a matte mark colour, so they work quite well just as a 1:1 with what I use for my PM. That's a semi-transparent, but it's not important for this one because obviously I don't want cells. I'm going to do a straight pour, so I don't need any cells. This one is a regular one of mine. That is the PBO Black Blue Iridescent, so nice and thick as well. I mixed this 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. So it's this one. My next colour is another PBO colour, another iridescent, regular one of mine as well. I really like it. It is called Iridescent Violet Blue. Okay. It's pink with some shimmery effects of blue in there, and I mixed that as well, 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint to keep it nice and thick. My next colour is an Amsterdam colour. That is their Prussian blue. It's a very dark navy blue, same consistency, nice and thick. Actually put 1.5 part of paint to 1 part of pouring medium. That one's is actually a transparent, so it's great for sales. If you have that, use it as transparent. There's a square there that is basically see-through, so it means it's transparent, but that's their Prussian blue. Okay, consistency. And my white, I use an Amsterdam white this time. Okay, and I added some Deco Art Outdoor Living. So it is not the usual one, because I bought this one in error. This one is the picket fence one, so it's the Outdoor Living, not the satin enamel. Okay, but it does work as well. So I mixed that 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint, and I need about 2 tablespoons worth of the Deco Americana Outdoor Living paint. So that should help, hopefully, to get a few nice effects there. Okay, I've got my torch. I'm kind of ready. Let's do this. So I start layering. So I hope you can see nicely the layers. I'm going to put a bit of white at the bottom, a bit of gold, not too much because that will be the center, obviously. By the way, that canvas is a 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters, which is 12 by 12 inches. It's a Dalle Rowney canvas. It's actually it's got a rigid back. It's some sort of board at the back of it instead of just straight to the canvas. So it's really nice because it keeps its rigidity, and the paint doesn't sink in the middle. So that's great if you want to keep it kind of in control, and if you're, for example, doing flip cut pour, or you're trying to do flowers, reverse dips, that sort of thing, you know, it just doesn't move. The paint doesn't kind of sink in the middle and you lose the effect you're after. So I know exactly the same process, the kind of normal ones, if I can put it that way. I bought them in error as well. I bought a lot of stuff in error. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but just far too enthusiastic about stuff. So I'm continuing my layering. There's no real reasoning behind my layering apart from just colours that would go well together, and hopefully not produce colours that I don't want. The consistency is very important because you do want to have identical consistency on your paints, so it avoids having one, maybe too thin, dropping straight at the bottom. So let's see, I think my cup has got plenty of paint there. I don't think I need any more than that. So let me just move these out of the way. Don't knock them over, but I will have enough paint left actually to do another pour. Okay, let me just show you my layers. So same consistency everywhere. That's why they stay very defined. So that's what you are looking for. Okay, a bit of a puddle in the middle. I'll just spread it a little bit. More now, just to be sure, you know, safety. That's a safety thing. Right, I'm just going to slightly pinch the part of the cup where I was actually pouring from, and I will start pouring. Okay, nice and high, bring it back down. Quite a few air bubbles in there, but nothing that we can't handle. Ribbons, go back up, and let's try to keep control of this one. Breathing, I'm just concentrating. Sorry guys, just concentrating very hard on what I'm doing. Okay, lovely. I don't know, you might not be able to see, but I do have pearls and ribbons at the bottom, so hopefully the paints will kind of work nicely together. So what I need to do is put more paint around here to allow this puddle to flow nicely across without rolling over itself. So what I'm going to do, I do have leftover paint that I can use. You always need to have your flow enhancer, so what you're going to use to help this paint flow over, to be slightly thinner. So this colour that I've got here is a bit too thick, so I'm just adding some tap water to it. It's handy, it's a handy bottle to have, like one of the sports bottle, because you've got just a small opening at the bottom, so you can control a bit more easily what comes out of it. So I'm just stirring that paint. There's no reason for me using that specific colour. I've got a few leftover paint from my last couple of pours, So it's just the first one that came to me that was the closest. It doesn't matter, it could be black, blue, yellow, white, but I'd rather not use the whites that I've got there, because obviously I mixed some of that deco art to it, so I don't really want just to waste it and use it for that. So I'm just covering the edges. Let me just spread this a little bit, and all it's going to do is help the main kind of puddle of paint going all the way over. So that is this side done. Let's try that side. Okay. Whilst I'm doing this, puddle in the center is kind of developing. I'm noticing quite a few interesting things going on. I don't know if you'll be able to see what I am talking about, but as soon as I start stretching, you will notice it. Okay, let's move this out of the way. We don't need it for now. Let's give you a quick torch, because I said there's quite a few air bubbles there. Let's do this. See how all the air bubbles are just popping. Just what you want. And you have to do the same regularly as you stretch your paint, because obviously it's going to reveal under layers of paint, and you may have more air bubbles underneath. There's something there. I've got nothing. Oh, there it is. I'm looking for something pointy. Something. I don't know what that is. That shouldn't be too major. Okay. Let's start stretching that paint. So I might as well go straight over to that corner and bring it back very gently. I am taking my time, there's absolutely no rush. I'm going to go, the paint is heading towards that way, so I'm just going to help it on its way. That's it, bring it back, put it down, let's just turn it. So the weight of the paint is now back in the middle, so I can go over there. Bring it back, and I will turn it so that you can see. I will go towards that corner, and then give me a better idea of what's going on, and see where I need to stretch, what I want to save, what I don't want to save. So I'm going straight over. At least that'll be one corner done. Okay. So one thing I noticed is that the gold, the Montmartre gold, was kind of really dark and orangey when it's wet like that. But actually, once it's dried, it's extremely bright and much lighter. So don't let these colours kind of fool you. It looks nearly orangey there, but so once it's dry, it's much lighter and like a proper gold colour. I'll see if I've got one that is dry, the previous gold, where I use that gold, so I can show you when it comes out. I'm trying to think at the same time while I'm doing this. Okay, so more air bubbles, because the mix is quite, my pouring medium mix was quite new. I'm trying to remember when I did it as well. It was not, I think that was last night, not this morning, so it shouldn't be full of air, but maybe I just stirred a little bit too enthusiastically, I can't say it. Far too much enthusiasm, let's go with that. Okay, I like that blue, so that's my new blue, this one, that marabou. Yeah, it keeps its own effects. I like it. Okay, I'm going over that corner now, bring it back. I just want to cover my corners, and basically I will then decide what I want. Spin it weight back in the middle and go back up towards this corner and bring it back. Remember to bring your paint back in the middle, otherwise you would only flow kind of over the edge, like the long edge of your canvas, and you'll not be able to kind of target or focus on your corners. Okay, so let's have a good look at this one. I really like this and this bottom half. I do not want to lose any of that. I love the pink. It's actually lovely. Okay, let me have a think. I'm going to put it so that I think it will need to go this way looking at me. The dark colours there. Oh, see, I want to move this, but I want to keep this, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Let me just try. Where's the paint right now? Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Hold on, you can't see, can you? Let me just put it this way so you can see. I'm just going to take my time. I don't want to lose too much of the white in the center though. That's it, let's bring it back. So I can go towards the other side. I'll try to remove a little bit of this. Let's bring it back down, so I'm not down enough. It is very important for you to kind of work out where your paint is, so that you can control it and get the effects that you want, and basically move your paint where you want it, or remove paint from where you want it to be removed from. It's one of the key things that I found. Don't just tilt it and hope that if you want that area to go, don't just tilt it and think, oh, everything will go. It doesn't work like that. You need to understand, and it's by looking and feeling the weight of the paint on the canvas. Believe me, you can feel it, you can see it move, and it's a bit tricky on camera. You might not be necessarily able to see that, but let me see if I can. I really want to remove more of that, but it means I'm going to lose some of that, but I'm going to try. And my cup is playing up. Right. So can I'm trying, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, let's bring it back. I'm glad, in a way, I managed to do this, because it's adding kind of movement to the composition. It was a bit straight line, if it makes sense, before. Sorry, I'm just wipe my hands. But now you've got kind of that whoosh, and there's going this way, and there you've got another movement. So yes, that worked. I don't really want to move the paint more because I'm happy with this composition. So what I need to do though is to torch it again because there's more air bubbles, and once I have torch I'll be able to bring you in and you can see a bit better. Okay, let me bring you down. Right, so this is the area that I really liked where my new blue, that marabou, basically was the most visible. I really like the colour. The pink there going in between, a bit like lightning, in between some of the pebbles, is really nice. On the top there, that darker, which nearly looks purple, that's actually that Pebeo black blue iridescent. And I like how, because there's a bit of pink with it, it does look kind of dark purple, and that's lovely. So I did get a few effects, cloud effects, thanks to the Deco Americana Outdoor Living. And as I explained, the gold will actually get very bright and much lighter, so it's not going to be as dark as this. Right, I hope you liked it, that you're going to give it a go, and by all means please do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and then you've got a notification every time I put a new video on YouTube. So thank you ever so much for watching. I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye for now.